Alright, before I get on with the actual video, I want to announce that I made a new SoundCloud. Why? Well, there are a couple reasons, but the main reason is that I finally developed my style, my sound of music. And you know, my old SoundCloud is just filled with songs that each have a different sound to them. And I don't want that. I want someone to look at my SoundCloud and instantly hear one type of sound in every song. I thought about deleting everything off my old one and starting fresh, but I decided not to do that because there are a lot of people who enjoy listening to those songs. And I don't want to take that away from those people. Also, some of those songs have hella plays on it. So I will no longer be posting on my old SoundCloud. All future uploads will be on my new SoundCloud, link in the description. One last thing, I know y'all niggas see that remix that's set to premiere on June 26th. Well, if you all can get my new SoundCloud to 50 followers before the 26th, I will drop the remix the same day. So if that sounds pretty cool to you, make sure to give it a follow. As always, thank you all for the support and enjoy the video. Yo, what's Gucci, what's poppin'? It's your boy Screwstash, and you already know, we're talking about Sonic Colors, the best modern Sonic game in existence. Don't even try to argue with them cold hard facts either, bruh, cause you can't. Sonic Colors is the best modern Sonic game ever. You know, I've been seeing a lot of people hating on Sonic Colors, and yeah, nigga, I'm talking about you, Momentum. But yeah, I honestly think that it's a trend now, because I've been seeing it on Twitter for like, what, 2 weeks now? And to be completely honest,
shit getting out of hand now.
It's gotta stop. The hate for Sonic Colors has got to stop. But you know what's crazy though is that I'm being super hypocritical right now because you've seen the title. In this video, I'm talking about how Sonic Colors ruined Sonic's personality. So, without further ado,
time to rock and roll!
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
In New York, I'm Millie Rock, hiding in my sock.
a lot of people complain about Sonic Colors' story being too lighthearted, and to be honest, I can't even blame them. I feel like Sonic games were always supposed to have an edge to them, you know, something that only real niggas would want to play, something that Karens wouldn't let their children even come close to. I never do this on my channel, but when I'm talking about Sonic to my friends or something, like every other Sonic fan, I often compare Sonic to one of my favorite anime series of all time, Dragon Ball Z. Sonic and Dragon Ball Z have a few similarities, and no, I'm not talking about that shit. Both franchises came from Japan, they both blew the fuck up in the 90s, they both had a huge influence on pop culture, and last but not least, they both had that edge that every teenager was looking for. And while I do think that both series took a turn for the worse, Dragon Ball Super isn't even bad. It's just not as good as Dragon Ball Z, where Sonic on the other hand went from being a real one who doesn't give a fuck about no hoe to that one nigga who turns into a comedian when his friend brings his girl around. And it's not even just Sonic's personality, the stories went from saving the entire earth from certain doom, blowing up the White House and saying damn, to saving an alien race enslaved by Eggman. And yeah, the story sounds cool, and it is, but the way it was executed wasn't good at all. The overly lighthearted story combined with Sonic's corny ass dialogue really ruined the story of this game. And the only explanation I can give is that this game was made for the Wii, a console that's meant to be played by the whole family. Meaning if your mom Karen heard Sonic say damn, she would throw a fucking fit. But at the same time, Sonic Colors story mode is single player, so that's not really a good excuse. See, like I said before, Sonic Colors is the game that ruined Sonic's personality, and it pretty much turned him to an asshole. Sonic Colors is the game that introduced the new voice actors like Roger Craig Smith. And I blame that nigga for making Sonic sound like that. Now, I don't have a problem with Roger Craig Smith at all. In fact, he seems like a great person to be around. It's just that his voice doesn't really make Sonic sound cool. In my opinion, Sonic's best voice actor was his first one, Ryan Drummond. I feel like Ryan Drummond's Sonic is like Sean Schimmel's Goku. All of the other voice actors were good, but Ryan and Sean portrayed their characters the best. And I know this sounds crazy, but I would really like to see Sean Schimmel voice Sonic. I think he would do a great job at it. Anyway, Sonic's new voice along with the stuff he said made him sound like a dick. It made him sound like he was trying too hard to be cool, and at the time I wouldn't be surprised if Sega told the scriptwriters to make Sonic sound as cool as possible. Cause you gotta remember, this was the early 2010s when the first Sonic game was good, but then the next one was super shitty. Sonic wasn't the wave at the time, whereas with the Dragon Ball franchise, Dragon Ball Z Kai had came out and everyone, including me, was on that shit. You know, with Sonic Colors being the first game to feature the new voice cast and all the future games featuring the same exact cast, I feel like they've all evolved as far as the dialogue goes. Their voices were okay from the start, but the dialogue took some time to get better. Sonic Generations wasn't that bad. Sonic actually talked like a normal nigga, and he didn't make some corny ass remark every 5 minutes. Sonic Lost World, on the other hand, took a huge step back. Like, I would say that Sonic's personality went back to square one, but no, these niggas at Sega took it back to square -3. Sonic was an asshole in Lost World. His personality was even worse than in Colors. But in Sonic Forces, things got a lot better, even better than Sonic Generations. I wouldn't say Sonic was cool, but he actually seem like a likable person. With all that being said, Sonic Colors is still the best modern Sonic game that ever exists, gameplay wise. Even if some people think Generations is better, niggas still need to appreciate and give Sonic Colors the credit that it deserves. This game is living proof that modern Sonic gameplay can be good. But that's another video for another day. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and peace out!